newspaper because they were worried that people might think that something untoward had happened. That you see, you can't argue about your friend John Drake and the rest of it. What I'm saying is the church took a decision to hide the fact that they received £275,000.
Any other comments from the committee?
This case has had quite a severe handbagging from the local paper. It goes on with time to the point, print it off with timelines, etc. It seems that basically, it's all very quiet. Once John Gage has got the South London Waste Partnership where he may have wanted it, he then felt his association of significance and stood aside. Should that not have been the other way around? Does that not warrant?
Good point.
This is the crux of the whole point.
Yeah. Any other comments from any other members? Are we woken up?
Marlene.
I haven't been asleep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. This is my first standard committee when it's an initiation of fire. And when I see the unreasonable behaviour of Councillor Mason, I think he is bringing this council into disrepute.
Goodness me.
I think he should be censured.
I worry about the lungs of children, a generation blighted by 300,000 tonnes a year of other people's rubbish being burnt in Bennington. This is lunacy. This is about people's lungs, it's about premature death, it's about contributing to air pollution. It's nothing to do with a few Lib Dems trying to cling on to power.
Can you address the petition, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're asking for another investigation.
There hasn't been one in the first place.
Well, there's been 2 judicial reviews.
No, there hasn't. There's been one.
There's been 2.
There's been one. There's been 2. Where's the second?
The letter parallel world, please.
That's incompetent.
And how would we, if we investigated yet again, or another investigation, is there any faith from the people sitting here in the outcome of that investigation?
Of course, because everything would be put before people.
And they'd be independent.
Yeah, it would be completely independent. During the judicial review, all this information about novelling of Councillor Fenny, coercion and corruption,
Please,
all
let the councillor continue what she was about to say.
I mean, my understanding of this, and I'm not a God theory person, is that decisions have been made, people have changed their view over the years.
over weeks in the
Please, let her continue.
Over years. I actually asked why we didn't burn our rubbish 10, 12 years ago, and he said, what's it say? Now, technology has changed, and therefore, this council has gone down the road, but not just this authority, the South West London Partnership includes councils of all political persuasions.
Excuse me, Councillor, when explaining,
You cannot do
that the installation was done in
This is not a public meeting.
2012.
Sorry,
That's
not a public
wrong.
meeting.
Look at your policies. Dead right.
What did Tom Brake say about it in 2001? You must stop it.
If we continually have these, we'll have to clear it all with really good. Please.
I just want to say that I'm not intimidated, I'm not frightened by these accusations, and really, if I was just worried, then I would be advice from the police. I would bring I would take it to the police.
have our conversation.
Please.
Thank you, Chair. We gave you the privilege of listening to you in silence, and I would be very grateful if you could afford the same privilege to me while I say what I have to say. Thank you very much. I'd like to come to a comment in the addendum, which I find quite interesting. The lead petitioner has acknowledged on behalf of the petitioners overall that the questions that he and others have raised in the last few months about the relationship with Viridor Credit, Viridor Limited and Sutton Council members, as raised in the first part of the petition, amount to speculation and allegation. I'll leave you to ponder that. And I'd like to come now to what we're actually being asked to do as a committee of the council. We've been told that the key is to find if there is sufficient evidence for us to decide that we need to look at an official review. The papers which were sent out, the first paper which was sent out, clearly lists the regulatory bodies which should be approached if there's felt to be any malpractice or malfeasance. My thought would be, why has this not been done? So coming back to the recommendations and the report, I would personally be of the view that we have these regulatory bodies which could be approached, as Councillor Heron said. There's always the police if there is allegations of malpractice and fraud. There's also the other bodies that are here. The case has gone to judicial review twice.
It's not once. Where was the
Would you please stop interrupting me, Councillor? I paid you the privilege, I paid you the compliment of listening to you in silence, as you very, very carefully pointed out, and I would ask that you do the same for me. Please.
Explain about the second judicial review.
As my understanding is, there has been two judicial reviews.
But that's wrong. That's wrong.
Not in this one, verified.
Please.
I think part of what the council might be referring to is that the case was then went to appeal. It was heard once and then heard in another court in the appeal court.
It didn't go to appeal. It didn't go to appeal.
Thank you for your clarification.
Yeah.
It never went to appeal.
It did go to appeal.
No,
it didn't go to
How do we believe it's going to go to the company? It's a fact find.
That clarifies the plain situation.
Thank you, Chair. It was a judicial review, which was a full hearing, which I actually long judicial review, and there was then a hearing on the commission's review, which was then denied.
Thank you, and I stand corrected in that it went to judicial review and then was appealed. So twice it has been looked at. So in my view, there is no there's no reason why we should set up an individual independent inquiry when the bodies that are regulatory to the allegations are laid out in the report. Thank you for listening to me.
The fundamental point is this: two Lib Dem councillors and the monitoring officer who supervised proceedings and was there to advise the committee entered the room with a preconceived idea that these serious allegations of corruption and coercion were thrown out by the High Court, not once but twice in the form of a judicial review. This is absolutely wrong. The judicial review covered only very technical planning grounds, like was there an environmental impact assessment required.
That the council as a whole